Good afternoon. My name is Jennifer Barnett, and I'm here to discuss equality in hiring practices. Today, I'm going to talk in detail about what is equality in hiring practices, who is affected by illegal hiring practices, successful employers. I'll give you a couple of examples, and who you can contact if you're discriminated against in such a way. A quick story. So there was a woman who was applying for a job within a company. The campus that she wanted to work on wasn't available at the time that she was applying. And she continued to touch base with this company off and on over a period of 6 months. At one point, the campus that she wanted to work on became available, and hiring negotiations began. She happened to also be pregnant. So at the time, she decided to let the employer know that she was pregnant and she was going to have a baby. So shortly after she told him that, they began, the negotiations just stopped. So, in that case, would you think that that was discrimination or not? Well, let me just tell you, back in 1964, the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission was founded. That's the EEOC. And they were founded to help enforce the law that employers would be hire diverse and not discriminate based on a protected class. The protected class were race, gender orientation, disability, color, religion, sex, including pregnancy. So whether or not that would be discriminatory or not, she didn't get the job. She might not have been the most qualified, and that was what made their decision. But in a case like that, the EEOC would help the prospective employee fight that if it was discrimination. So, if an employer was found to be discriminatory in their hiring practices, they can face many repercussions that could hurt their business. And if convicted, they could have to pay high attorney fees, large settlements or payouts to the victims, and then the bad publicity that would come with any business. It would make it very difficult for a business to stay afloat with this type of bad publicity. We also hear other stories. We hear of companies that are held in a high light in the public's eyes. I'm going to use Google, for example. Google is one of the top employers sought after by employees in the area. And they're sought after for several reasons. Good pay, number one. Number two, they have a diverse group that works with them, so they don't discriminate against who they're going to hire. They know that if they leverage all the different people, if you will, in their company, they're going to come out with a better outcome. And they'll be held in a higher light based on their work-life balance as well. So Google's a great employer to think about. What type of employer are you? If you want to stay in a good light with the consumers, you want to have a successful business, I suggest that you practice equal hiring within your business. You probably need to take steps to assure that all hiring managers are trained on the law, and you can reach out to the EEOC for this if you're not sure of what that might be. They have plenty of materials that can answer your question, but today you want to make the decision to know the law, follow the law, enforce that law, and avoid costly fees and negative publicity, and you can be held in a great light with your future members as well.